Hello students, how are you doing? Welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Ramesh Chandra Devrat from Indian Institute of Tourism and Travel Management, Gwalior. Today we are going to study module Research Needs, Gaps Areas for Tour Guiding Research under the paper Tour Guiding Essentials. We bring this course to you as a part of ePathshala initiative of the Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, to make postgraduate education accessible to all. Discussion during the previous modules has led to a solid foundation in terms of implications and future directions of tour guiding. In this module, we take up another important discussion on research, needs, gaps areas for tour guiding research. We will straight away begin by understanding the basic concept of research. In this module, we will also discuss about the need of research in the area of tour guiding and research happened in area of tour guiding. As an important discussion, we will discuss about identifying the research gap in the area of tour guiding. This will be the last part of our discussion in this module. There are several categories in tourism that are yet to be explored. There are global perspectives about the gap that we are having when it comes to tour guiding. In order to take new and improved directions in tour guiding, we need to be exploring the gaps in different tour guiding perspectives. When we understand the gaps in the tourism research field, we will be able to arrive at the needs that are to be fulfilled with respect to the tourism industry. There are tons of issues in the tour guiding industry that can be resolved only with the appropriate information and research. Research is important to identify the content that will be useful for developing useful materials for tour guiding training programs. There are different types of tour groups and therefore research is important to identify the most appropriate training modules for different tour guiding groups. This is important to protect visitors from having a deal with incompetent tour guides. Without proper research in place, it will not be possible for us to resolve issues related to establishing professional standards in tour guiding. To call any job as something as professional standards, there needs to be a minimum standard practice that is to be followed. A great deal of research is to be done to ensure improved quality assurance mechanism in all areas of tour guiding training. Professional guiding is to be explored in depth to create more numbers of licensed experts. Identifying the needs and gaps in the tourism industry in different contexts will help improving on the competitive edge in tour guiding. Research about gaps and needs will help to establish high standards of services by tour guides. A lot of research should be done to identify effective mechanism in tour guiding. The mechanism needs to be studied against different variables to verify their effectiveness in real-time application. Students, let's talk about research needs first. There is a need to perform quantitative analysis with respect to the theories of tour guiding with a focus on conceptual framework of other disciplines which are not directly related to the tourism industry. The role of gender in tour guiding should be extensively studied in depth. There is an increasing need to embed theories and quantitative analysis in tour guiding research from other disciplines like cognitive psychology, behavioral psychology, service quality theories, competency theories, educational theory, professionalization, etc. Future tour guiding research should be based on the conceptual framework of cross-national attitudes of tourists and comparative research with tourists from different cultural background. Substantial research should be encouraged in several tourism contexts that are left under-researched or not researched at all. Studies should be drawn on several disciplinary perspectives like psychology, sociology, anthropology, language studies, psychology, etc. Extensive research should be encouraged in areas of environmental studies and its influence in tour guiding, environmental educations and an influence in tour guiding, nature interpretation and its influence in tour guiding, and so on. If we need to get powerful in informing best in the class tour guiding theory for future professionals for their research and practice, we need to have sufficient research performed from the perspective of human resource management, management of leadership, organizational behavior, etc. This should include, but should not be limited to law, history, medicine, adult education, physical science, etc. There will be a world of opportunities to deal with if future researchers will be able to explicitly and extensively draw on the theories from other disciplines. There is a lot of scope for empirically tested leadership theory in tour guiding industry. Extensive research is required to understand the extent to which tour guides are able to influence the attitudes and behaviors of tour guides. Extensive research is required to understand how different human groups of tourists are eager to take to the leadership offered by the tour guides. Substantial amount of research is required to understand the influence of the tourist destination in creating an attachment to place in the minds of the tourist. It is important to study the patterns and influences of behavior in guided tour that leads to a desire for revisiting with place in the minds of tourists. The influence of different techniques in tour guiding should be extensively studied with respect to the four major domains of physical access, interactions, understanding, and empathy. Mediating techniques in the domain of physical access to a tourist destination should be widely studied to understand how the tourism projects is made tangible for the visitors visiting with the tourist destination. Brokering techniques in the domain of interaction in tourist destinations between the locals and the visitors should be widely studied. The importance of linguistic skills should be studied in relation to this. This will provide with clarity about the importance of communication in creating the right perception in the minds of the tourists. Brokering techniques in the domain of understanding about the tourist destination and the people in the tourist destination should be studied to arrive at the importance of quality interpretation of natural and cultural heritage. The influence of interpretation in destination position should be explored with different conceptual frameworks. Mediating techniques in the domain of empathy as influential factor in comforting tourists in the tour guiding process should as well be studied in the depth. This is important to understand the real-time importance of tour guides in influencing repeat visits. Techniques that are required to adapt to by the tour guide should be studied for different tourism contexts like philanthropic tourism, dark tourism, volunteer tourism, and several other situations where customized adapting will be required should be studied in depth. Extensive research and study is required to study the performance of visitors from different cultures, the kind of interpretation and its applicability versus relevance should be studied in depth. Extensive work should be done with respect to the communication expectation and interpretation expectations from the visitors. An extensive peer review of different types of interpretation principles should be performed. The cost of benefits of using specific interpretation principle in different tourism contexts should be studied for clarity. Possibilities to overcome the misunderstanding of interpretation due to the lack of understanding of the concept translation should be studied in depth. The possibility to develop a common language for tourism industry concepts should be studied to negotiate and clarify misunderstandings in tourism interpretation. In-depth research should be carried out with respect to understanding the cross-linguistic facility in tour guiding. This is important to offset socio-linguistic issues in tour guiding. The role of technology in delivering experience should be studied, considering skills as an agent of change in the tour guiding industry. Counterculture narratives and alternative viewpoints should be studied widely. There is a need to carry out future research in tour guiding by authors from Africa, South America, Pacific, and the Asia. The frequency, consistency, and the appropriateness of different mediation techniques should be explored and compared, considering real-time guiding scenarios in specific tourist markets to identify effectiveness. Sustainability outcomes influenced by professional grade tour guiding versus non-professional grade tour guiding should be extensively studied in different cultures. Sustainability factors for hosts should be studied with a focus on influencing the environmental attitudes of visitors when they are in the tourist destination. The differences that should be involved in lengthy tour guiding sessions should be studied to provide for improved leadership style in a way to suit the requirement of a lengthy tour with increased group size. Study should be done with respect to factors that contribute to visitor satisfactions, which includes but need not be limited to variables like quality of the service, perceived value, positive emotion, negative emotion, motivation, etc. Almost every quality assurance tool meant to be used in training, licensing, and professionally certifying tour guides with legal power needs to be explored and established with appropriate research study in place. Systematic training should be tested and advanced in the way to suit different conceptual training modules with varying approaches with repeat longitudinal evaluation of tour guides' performance when they apply the techniques while on work. This should be repeated and the technique should be optimized for best output with due research in place. Let's summarize the need in tour guiding research as explained by Weiler and Black in 2014. The first one is there is an increasing needs to embed theories and quantitative analysis in tour guiding research from other disciplines like cognitive psychology, behavior psychology, service quality theories, competency theories, educational theories, professionalization, etc. The second one is substantial research should be encouraged in tour guiding. The third one is research on empirically tested leadership theory in the tour guiding industry. The fourth one is research to understand how different human groups of tourists. The fifth one is brokering techniques in the domain of interactions in a tourist destination between the locals and the visitors should be widely studied. The sixth one is research should be done on communication, expectation and interpretation expectations from the visitors. The seventh one is extensive research and study is required to study the preferences of visitors from different cultures. The eighth one is research should be done on cross-linguistic facility in tour guiding. And the last and the ninth one is research is needed on counterculture narratives and alternative. We have talked about research needs. Let's now have a look on research gaps also. When we discuss about gaps in tour guiding research, we are extensively taking about those essential areas that are left unexplored. The very purpose of discussing gaps is to fill in the gaps with due research to eventually create a well-informed tour guiding theory for future guides who will guide the future travelers. Filling in the information gaps about tourism and different disciplinary practices is important to improve the professional standards of tour guides with due training. Authors who have performed a quantitative analysis on the theories of tour guiding did not do it with the focus on a specific tour guiding theory or theoretical framework. Theories explain and substantiate an argument. Theory explain how and why a specific phenomenon would occur. In the tourism industry, most of the concepts are an educated guess. We need more than an educated guess to improve on the professionalism of tour guides. There were few researchers who did focus on specific theories in their quantitative analysis. However, the conceptual framework that they used were related to tourism and tour guiding. They depicted the roles of tour guides. There is little or no study that is based on the interdisciplinary concepts that rule tour guiding. We need to understand the concept in the making for most of the market segments in the tourism industry. There is not sufficient research to provide us with an insight into how to lack of vocabulary in a specific language is a barrier in interpretation to non-English speaking visitors. Due to lack of vocabulary, there is a lot of misunderstandings happening with interpretation. There is not enough research done on the long-term and the short-term influences of what the guides say and do during the tour guiding process in the minds of the visitors. We need to have an extensive information about the post-visit attitudes of tourists towards the cultural heritage and environment of the tourist destinations. We need to have research work done with verifiable statistics about the influence of tour guiding in improving the economic viability and the business competitiveness of the local community or the tourist destination. Extensive works need to be done to study satisfaction level difference between a guided tour and a non-guided tour. This is very important to set the terms of the trade with clearly explainable professional standards. Correlation with due research and verifiable information and statistics should be done for the tour guides and tour groups who speak different languages. There is a definite scarcity in cross-national research when it comes to tour guiding. In most cases, we are not actually willing to listen to what the critics are saying. We need to perform in-depth research related to critical opinions to eventually resolve cross-cultural misunderstandings that interferes with professional grade tour guiding practices. There is also a lag in comparative research in tour guiding with respect to difference in regions and tourist types. Tour guiding in polar regions, marine areas, inland waterways, coastal areas and rural areas are the most under researched. Most of the tour guiding research and scholarship in English are actually biased to specific geographical areas. There is also a bias in the genre in which the tour guiding research is taking place. Tourism students who are willing to take up research studies are confused about the sea of choices that is presented to them specifically to understanding theories and conceptual framework. Students need lot to help in identifying a problem, and they need help in looking at a problem from the right lenses. The problem that has been identified for research should be tested against exhaustive variables to eventually drive the solution. There needs to be a smart coding scheme to retrieve and store research information. The ongoing research trends are based on genres like nature-related tourism, heritage tourism, cultural tourism, adventure tourism, group package tourism and urban tourism. Of these, when compared to the research carried out in all the categories, there is a relative under-research for group package tourism and urban tourism. Scientific methods should be used to test different theories after eliminating research errors for best results. There is a literal lack of research in tour guiding areas like business sites, theme parks, educational sites, industrial sites, shopping tours, philanthropic tours, volunteer tours, culture, health, wellness, music, sports, dark tourism, event tourism, cruise tourism and beach tourism. There are several tourism related market segments that has been neglected by the researchers. There are elderly visitors with special needs. There are tourists with visual and hearing disabilities, and several such special requirements have been neglected by the researchers. The guiding research based on the different types of tourists has been done, but most of them have been based on Western tourists. Very little research has been done on non-Western visitors and their cultural expectations when they are on a tour. Several disciplinary perspectives on which research and tour guiding should be studied are yet to be explored. They are to be done with a perspective on anthropology, psychology, language studies, human geography, communication and several other essential disciplines to improve on tour guiding standards. There is an extensive research requirement to study consumer behavior with respect to tourism industry. Let's summarize the gaps in tour guiding research as explained by Weiler and Black in 2014. The first one is not sufficient research on quantitative analysis on the theories of tour guiding with a focus on specific tour guiding theories or theoretical framework. The second one is there is not sufficient research on the lack of vocabulary in a specific language. The third one is there is not sufficient research on which words of a tour guide can impact the destination image. The fourth one is extensive works needs to be done to study satisfaction level. The fifth one is tour guiding in polar regions, marine areas, inland waterways, coastal areas and rural areas are the most under-researched. The sixth one is we need to have extensive information about the post-visit attitudes of the tourist. And the last and the seventh one is very little research has been done on non-Western visitors and the cultural expectations when they are on a tour. Now let's summarize the discussion. Tourism research is very important in order to arrive at an exhaustive list of tourist requirements in order to fill in the information gap in the tour guiding industry. Students till now you must have understand the research needs and gaps for tour guiding research. Tour guiding theories will in reality improve with evolving trends in the tourism industry. Research into unexplored areas will provide the required information to identify opportunities and to improve on the phenomenon on tour guiding. Tour guiding researches, when done in collaboration with researchers and scholars from other disciplines, will help in achieving the required improvements in practice, thereby leading to improvement in human resource management, leadership management, organizational behavior, and several other characteristics that are important to provide improved tour guiding services. Theoretical developments in tour guiding have so far been very weak. This is with respect to identifying brokerage as a means to physical access to a tourist destination, understanding the locals, and interpreting the experiences with the locals. All these characteristics, services in tour guiding have not been richly explored, verified, and refined in order to establish a rich understanding of tour guiding. Concepts like intercultural communications and linguistic theories are to be studied a lot in depth in order to favor better tourist experience as global tourism is quickly catching up. In the next session, we will talk about managing visiting impacts. Thank you and have a happy learning.